He had his share of political critics, but today they showed understanding for the community policeman who came to oversee peace but found himself mired in many of the same old problems.
We had the terrorist threat, which he has had to control. He has had attacks on his officers killed, and he has done a good job based on his abilities. He has done, in my opinion, a fair job.
He also, of course, had all the flag protests of the past year. Do you think he adapted to his new situation?
It was difficult to adapt to that situation because nobody was expecting that.
He has seen major changes within the policing organisation in Northern Ireland, driven by himself, principally that of community policing within Northern Ireland.
There were kind words too from nationalists, though no disguising the reservations they had.
He certainly made a grave mistake when he effectively binned the Ombudsman's report into the McGurk's bar bombing. And he didn't really get to grips with the whole issue of retire and rehire, where there was a revolving door process of officers retiring and then coming back into very sensitive roles within the PSNI.
Well, I think it's no secret that our party had raised concerns around the policing of some of the parades and flags protests, and also more recently in relation to how the HET unit was being managed.
There was agreement on one point: it's still a difficult job, no matter who's in charge.
I think being Chief Constable of the PSNI, well, it's possibly the most challenging policing job in the UK. It's certainly one of the top 3 or 4. It's inevitable that he will attract controversy from those who are not prepared to look at the bigger picture, those who are not prepared to recognise the job that needed to be done. And I believe the fact we see significant satisfaction levels, indeed recently increasing satisfaction levels as to how people see their local police, as a good example of the work that he's been doing.
It could be said that Matt Baggott's time in Northern Ireland was bedevilled by the same problems which proved insoluble for Richard Haas: flags, parades and the past. Now, where have we heard that before? Garth Gordon, BBC Newsline, Stormont.